cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. College football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Colorado's offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean,
turning it on. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's awesome. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Marty gets it down, third down. Got his man down the middle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Jennings. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Correa. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown Sooners! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do. This in the win column. They're up by 7 over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Armour. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Intercepted, number 19.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it in. It's Correa. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed to turn, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts us to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to put have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To throw, it's awesome. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then turning it on! And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. That pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield. It's Correa. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got it in the middle. It's Strickland. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Finds his man. It's Strickland. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Sooners come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. The inside handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that. Touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room. It's Armour.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. A little pressure on the coverage team. 7-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Grab behind the line. It's Correa. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there. Their own 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to go down and safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Sooners will hustle to the line. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll pull it on the read, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Correa. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Touchdown Sooner! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Guys, the Governor's Cup is being decided in the Bluegrass State today. It's the Cards and Wildcats, and here's the latest. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Strickland. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. It's complete. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Buffaloes are flying down the field. Wants to throw. It's awesome. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's fired. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught behind the line. It's Armour. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He wants to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Trying to beat the D deep. Snatches it on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Caught in the backfield, it's Correa. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. A unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's awesome. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play again.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds his man down the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick release on the RPO.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Looking for the score. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's awesome. Caught over the middle, it's Strickland. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Here's a heat. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's awesome. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Looking downfield, it's awesome.
It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's fired. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's awesome. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes a pass to Marker. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 30-yard line on first down. The RPO, it's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.